Oh, hey, and today I'm going to be talking about what a ring would do to every single Pacers player. All right? The Pacers are your NBA champions. Our, if the Wolves aren't in, our NBA champions, the Pacers, okay? Led by Halliburton. What winning a ring would mean to every key contributor on the team. I'm not going to go through the whole goddamn team because there's guys not playing. I'm sorry, you guys are here for Thomas Bryant and his legacy change if he wins a ring with the Pacers. Sorry, I'm not going to be talking about that. There's a few players from every team that have played a huge role and what I think winning a championship would do to their legacy. All right, starting off, we got Halliburton. Bro, the discourse, you guys are not ready for the Halliburton discourse if this man wins a championship. Are you kidding me? Tyrese Halliburton, the guy all year, pretty much all his career, people thought he was just overrated. Honestly, he doesn't put up gaudy scoring numbers. He's crazy assist to turnover ratio. You know what happens if he wins a ring? Do you know what happens if he wins a ring? And he keeps playing at this trajectory? Dude, he is better. He might be better than Steve Nash, all time. If he wins a ring with this Pacers roster in this modern NBA, come on, man. Walk with me. He might be on the level or better than Steve Nash if his numbers and his career, keep going the same way, keep going the same trajectory. I doubt he's going to fall off a cliff. He's still super young. He's only 5 years in the league. So, Nash played forever. Do I think Halliburton wins an MVP like Nash? Nash won 2. Hell no. Halliburton will never win an MVP in the modern NBA. If you put Halliburton back when Nash won those, man, come on. Come on, man. Halliburton's a 2-time MVP. But he does not win a ring back in the early 2000s. I don't care. They're very similar players. Honestly, really think about it. They're very similar players. Halliburton obviously can shoot the three. Honestly, probably a little bit better. Nash is probably a little bit more better of a natural passer. But if Halliburton in the modern NBA wins a ring with the Pacers first ring, and it's led by Halliburton, man. If he wins a ring, man, the Kings are rolling in their graves, man, trading this guy. That would just be crazy. If the Wolves don't win it, I'm low-key rooting for the Pacers just because it's so grimy. Back-to-back Eastern Conference finalists, the Indiana Pacers, led by Tyrese Halliburton, man. It's just crazy. I'm telling you guys, if they win a ring, the discourse around Halliburton, oh, God, y'all are not ready for it. Seriously, you guys are not ready for a world where the Pacers win a ring and Halliburton wins Finals MVP. If he gets bumped in that Nash category, you're talking, it's crazy. What this man has accomplished, and it's so low key, being the star of the team. Obviously, the Pacers have a really good scheme and team, and they run a very fast offense, just like the 7 seconds or less Suns, which was led by Steve Nash. Okay? There's other things you can say about Halliburton in his game, but I really think if this man wins a ring, okay, over the Thunder, over the Nuggets, over the Timberwolves at the time of this recording, okay? Man, that's crazy, honestly. You better give him his flowers if he wins a ring. And all of the Pacers, okay? He gets bumped up to top 15, top 10 player currently. Honestly, I don't care, man. If he's leading this team to a ring, something that a lot of NBA players, a lot of MVPs can't do, come on, man. Giannis has 1 ring. If Halliburton can match Giannis with 1 ring, I know there's differences and it's, apples to oranges, picking and choosing stats and everything. But, man, he's like the Bilal Muhammad, bro. Think about it. Tyrese Halliburton is like the Bilal Muhammad. For all my UFC fans, Tyrese Halliburton is the Bilal Muhammad of the NBA. That is just such a good comparison. Honestly, really think about it. And if he wins his ring, just like Bilal won gold, Man, that's just crazy. Okay, enough with the Tyrese glaze. I just think it would be so cool for him to be the team, for him to lead a team to win a ring. I know we're not in the era of super teams, so like those early Pacers, early 2010 Pacers teams with Granger, Paul George, George Hill, Roy Hibbert. Shout out Roy Hibbert. To do something that those teams couldn't accomplish. Yes, there were super teams back then. I don't care. There's not really super teams now. It's damn near impossible to have a super team now with the new CBA. Ever since the Warriors in 2017 or whenever KD left the Warriors. I know the Nets tried it. The Suns tried it. It does not work. So those early 2010 Pacers teams, they were never going to beat the Miami Heat. They were literally never going to get past Miami Heat in the East. So if Tyrese Haliburton does it in 2020, man, we are all celebrating. Trust, we are all celebrating a Pacers finals win, okay? So if Tyrese wins a ring, you can put him in that Nash category, bro. I don't care. Put him in that category. Seriously, like when it's all said and done and his career is over, and if this is the only ring he wins, he's definitely going to be in that Nash category, man. And if he wins a ring, he's on the trajectory. He's like Nash Jr. Like you could be like, okay, yes, he at one point or like in one day he'll be there. Okay, so that's what would happen. I think if Tyrese wins a ring, that's the discourse around Tyrese. That was an ultimate Tyrese Haliburton yap sesh. Moving on. Okay, we got a select few other players, handful, because the Pacers are kind of deep, honestly. But moving on, we got. Y'all are not ready for this discourse, man. I was laying in bed last night at 11:30 p.m. I had to get up at 4:30 for work. I'm like, where the hell is Pascal Siakam? And then it dawned on me, this dude he's still on the Pacers. Why does this not get talked about enough? Everything I hear about the Pacers is Tyrese Haliburton, which is fair. He's their best player. I don't care. He is the Pacers. Pascal Siakam, where the hell has the narrative around him? Like, he's just been lost in the void. He literally, ever since he went there, Pascal Siakam, ever since he went to Indiana, Pascal Siakam has just been lost in the void. And unless you're an Indiana Pacers fan, you ask an NBA fan just on the street, where does Pascal Siakam play? Guaranteed they don't know. They're going to say like the Kings, the Sacramento Kings or something. Like, seriously. He is such a slept-on player. And I'm not trying to hate on Siakam. I'm just saying, I understand he's not like a flashy player. There's not much to talk about, okay? But for a back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals team, to be their second best player, okay? Like, that's got to mean something, man. Come on. Pascal Siakam, bro. Pascal Siakam, if he wins another ring, okay? Another, because this man won with the Raptors. If you don't remember, okay? He was their second best player in the finals. I don't care. Maybe Fred VanVleet. But Pascal Siakam was right there. Obviously, Kawhi was the best. But Pascal Siakam had a case to be the second best player on a championship team. And it was against the hurt Golden State Warriors. I understand that. But I don't care. We're throwing narrative out the window. If Pascal Siakam wins ring number 2, you can bump him above Chris Bosh, Blake Griffin, Kevin Love. Like, you can bump him above that, man. I don't care. They might have the stats. When it's all said and done, Pascal Siakam could be right there with the same stats as them. Like, 2-time All-NBA, a 3-time All-Star, and a 2-time champ. For Pascal Siakam when nobody talks about it. And this man didn't really play his first 2 seasons, okay? He broke onto the scene his 3rd season, and he's been an All-Star level player. He's not been a perennial All-Star, okay? If this was the early 2000s, once again, or 2010s, bro, imagine if Pascal Siakam started his career in 2009. Perennial All-Star player, man. I don't care. If Pascal Siakam wins ring number 2 as the second best player, on the Indiana Pacers to give the Pacers their first finals ever. The discourse is going to get nasty, man. He's going to be in that tier, that awkward tier, maybe like the Rodman tier. I don't know where people view Rodman all time. Okay? Or even positional value or position-wise, like Rodman as a power forward. Where do people value him? Is he above the Chris Bosches of the world, the Kevin Loves? Or is he behind them? Same kind of tier. He's definitely not going to be in like the Charles Barkley tier, which I think's behind the Dirks, the KGs, obviously Tim Duncan's, Giannis, AD's still probably better than him all time. Like, but Pascal Siakam, if he wins another ring, man, I am telling you, this man will jump so high in the all-time standings. Even if he's not like a top 100 player, I don't care. You can talk about positional-wise. This man jumps a lot of your guys' favorite players as a kid, okay? It's grimy, I know. 2-time NBA champ Pascal Siakam as the second best player. Grimy. But man, that would be so cool to see, okay? It would be so goddamn cool to see this man win another ring because he's just so forgotten. So that's what I think. If Pascal Siakam wins a ring with the Pacers, he jumps a lot of your guys' favorite players as kids, man. Like, really think about it. Really think about it, man. Yes. Okay. Moving on. Another player where I was sitting last night and it just chain reaction. I'm like, Pascal, wait a minute. He was on the Pacers last. What the hell? What about Miles Turner? When I tell you nobody talks about Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam on the Pacers, it's because you get Tyrese Halliburton, you get Mathurin, Naismith, and Nembhard, who I will talk about. It's them four. Like, really, them four get talked about the most. For good reason. But Miles Turner, this man has been in trade calculators since Kobe was in the league. Okay? This man is unk. He's almost 10 years with Indiana. That's crazy in the modern NBA, especially for someone who's always in the goddamn trade calculators. If he wins a ring, I think, like, I don't know, he's obviously a Pacers legend. Like, he's got to be low-key, like, right now, a top 10 Pacer of all time. Like, I mean, just because of how long he's been there, he hasn't won anything, like, awards-wise for himself. Like, you're seeing it now. He's just a 2-time block champ and an all-rookie. Like, all-rookie doesn't mean jack. But to be with the Pacers for 10 years, to survive every single trade allegation, every single shitty trade package to L.A., he has survived it all. And he finally puts the Pacers in a championship contention. Like, he doesn't do it, but, like, he's helped them. Like, he's just such an underrated puzzle piece to this roster. And he really could help every single team in the NBA that needs a center, that needs help. Like, honestly, even as a six-man, like, he's just so underrated. And if he wins a ring, I think it's going to be one of the most beloved, fan-loved rings that we go back and look on and be like, damn, you know, that is so cool that Miles Turner won a ring with the Pacers. It's kind of like, oh, man, I'm blanking. The Mavs. The Mavs 2011 center. Oh, I can see his face. Big beard. It's just like that, okay? Disregard what I'm saying. Maybe you know who I'm thinking of. I literally can see his face right now. I'm blanking so hard. But someone like that. A little different, but like Marc Gasol and the Raptors. He was definitely a better player all time. Like, Marc Gasol makes the Hall of Fame. Miles Turner, I don't think will make the Hall of Fame, believe it or not. Even if he wins a ring or two, like, he's just not. Marc Gasol's a DPOY. Miles Turner's a really good defensive player, but obviously not on the same level. But, like, someone like that where it's, you look back at championship teams and you see their starting five and you see that fifth player, you see that one player, and you're just like, they are the glue. They are... I'm damn well happy that they won a ring. They stuck around through the hard times. and they want a ring for that team, like, it's just going to be a fan favorite because of how, like, forgotten he is. It's just, it would be super cool to see Miles Turner win a ring. It doesn't really boost his narrative. He'll probably just fall back into obscurity after his career, fall back into obscurity after the season. Or if he wins a ring, I could see him fielding really high trade offers. And if he wins a ring this year, I can definitely see him getting traded. Like, a team will offer something big and try to trade for him. Los Angeles Lakers, like, I'm looking at you, okay? Even though he's not a lob threat, whatever. Miles Turner would definitely be in some trade packages again because that's just who he is. Every single season, he's in them damn trade packages. But if he wins a ring, good looks on him, and it's just going to be a fan favorite ring, okay? Moving on, we got not the Grime Squad, okay? Like, this is what makes these next few players are what make the Pacers, okay? You have the long tenured Pacer, Miles Turner. You have the best player, Tyrese Halliburton. You have the forgotten middleman, Pascal Siakam, and then you have, it's like Pacers and friends. These are the friends, okay? Obi Toppin, from draft to bust, like, he was a huge draft bust, to a hooper, to the Timberwolves killer, goddammit. Okay, if Obi Toppin wins a ring, good looks, man. This would be so fucking cool if Obi Toppin won a ring because he's hooping. He'll have that one game where he drops 20 and he looks like he can't miss a goddamn shot. That is Obi Toppin in a nutshell. Out of a 4-game series or a 7-game series, you are guaranteed one Obi Toppin game where he goes for scorched earth and he goes for 24. And it may not seem like a lot of points, but every single bucket that this man hits seems like it's his 50th fucking point. It's like a shotgun blast to the chest. Trust me, I'm a Wolves fan. I know. I know this goddamn feeling of the Obi Toppin game, okay? Let me co-parter. But if Obi Toppin wins a ring, W. Like, just giant W, okay? Because he went from a New York Knicks bust. That run of Knicks picks that were just god-awful. And he's really the only one that kind of escaped that and flipped his career around. Kevin Knox is nowhere to be seen. Frank Ntilikina, oh my God, I can't say his name. Frank, he is, like, okay, but, like, he's nothing where Obi Toppin is now in a rotation. But yeah, if Obi Toppin wins a ring, man, it's kind of like in the same light where, once again, this is going to be completely different, but it's in the same realm of conversation where, like, Andrew Wiggins. I am the number one Andrew Wiggins fan. We are all Andrew Wiggins fans. I don't care. This channel, we are Andrew Wiggins stans, okay? He was not a bust. I will die on that hill. I can make an entire 30-minute video on why Andrew Wiggins is not and never was a goddamn draft bust. But I digress. Back to my point. People would call Andrew Wiggins a bust. He did not live up to the hype. That I can admit. He goes to Golden State. He is their best player. I do not care. He was their best goddamn player winning a championship. Do I think Obi Toppin will be the best player? No. Okay, on a championship team. Obviously never. He's on the bench. He's their sixth man or one of their first men off the bench for a reason. Andrew Wiggins was an all-star. I don't care. He was an all-star that year. He was hooping, and he was a starter. But where people were like, Andrew Wiggins, we know what he is, or he is a bust, he will never amount to nothing. Not like nothing, but like what he was drafted for and all this, etc. Same with Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin, a lot bigger microscope because he was in New York. In that way, like, bigger bust label because Wiggins was the number one pick. Bigger bust label because he was in New York. You know, there's just that. It's the New York media, man. Obi Toppin stunk. He had some crazy dunks. I'll tell him that. He was like low-key running Dunkman Jr. But he goes to Indiana, kind of changes his career. He's still not like a starter player. But he's averaging 10 points a game back-to-back years in Indiana. Good for him. He found a role on a team that fits his needs, and he can perform that one game. That's all that matters, that one Obi Toppin game. Okay? So if he wins a ring, good for him. I think everyone can applaud, and we all want to see Obi Toppin win a ring. Pacers or not, we all want to see Obi Toppin win a ring, man. Me and all my Knicks fans, trust. It'd be a good, heartfelt story. Moving on. The next three, they're kind of like the same. Honestly, when I think of the Pacers, they're like all of the same players. These three, Mathurin, Naismith, and Nembhard. And Nembhard. Honestly, they're all three the same. So I'll just cycle through as I talk about them. All three super young. All right, I digress. Some stupid ass alert went off on my phone. Anyways, what I was saying, they were all three drafted fairly high. Two of them were. Naismith was drafted first in the second round. So, honestly, he was a first rounder. But the other two were drafted 6th and 14th overall. Mathurin drafted 6th overall. Naismith drafted 14th. But they all play such a pivotal role on the Pacers to where when you're honestly watching the game, they all hoop the same. Like, honestly, it's like they're the same, but different. But still the same. Like, it's literally that. Like, all three of them are just huge. They are what make the Pacers the Pacers. Like I said, the friends, these three are the core of that, okay? Like, Obi Toppin, yes, he'll have his Obi Toppin game, but these three, all three of these guys, two of the three could go for 20 any given night. Like, they all trade off getting buckets. They are bucket getters. They are hustlers. They are scrappers, man. Like, these three players are not talked about enough, and I don't understand why. They're so young, 22, 25, and 25, okay? 25 is a little bit old, I understand. But they're still young, and they still have such a bright NBA future to where they could go to their own team or carve out, not their own team, they could go to another team, carve out a role, and potentially put up better numbers than they're doing with the Pacers. It's very evenly divided on the Pacers, and especially Mathurin. He's a little bit inefficient, but he's averaging 16 points a game the last 3 seasons. Once again, not talked about enough, okay? Mathurin averaging 16 for the past 3 seasons. That's hella impressive. I don't care which way you look at it. That is hella impressive. If he wins a ring, if Mathurin wins a ring, okay, people are going to talk crazy. I will not be one of those people. But people are going to have a crazy discourse if this guy who's averaging 16 a game, like that 16 now, if he wins a ring, will be a very loud 16 points. Especially because he's only 22 years old. Like, a 6th overall. Like, the discourse around this guy, like, people will be like, he is going to be one of the best young players up. Like, I don't care. The discourse around Mathurin will be disgusting if he wins a ring. Good for him. I'm not hating on anyone. I hope everyone wins a goddamn ring, okay? But I'm just saying the discourse will be crazy. Naismith and Nembhard, they're going to be the players where you look back at, once again, you'll be like, damn, those guys were key elements to this team winning a ring. They just all clicked, okay? Like, these three are honestly the heart and soul of the goddamn Pacers. Nembhard, he has been insanely clutch this season and this playoffs. Like, seriously, he has been one of the best playoff risers in recent memory. Like, that's crazy. It may be like, that may be a stretch, okay? But, like, this dude is hooping these playoffs. And it's really paying off for the Pacers. Like, they're 3 young guys. They're hooping, man. And if they win a ring, they're going to get paid. Someone's going to pay them, and it's going to be crazy. They're going to go get a bag. Trust, they will get a bag. The Pacers will let them go for the price point they are going to go for, especially Nembhard and Mathurin. Mathurin will probably stay just because he's so young. He's obviously still under contract for a couple more years. There's no way in hell they're gonna offer him some crazy money, man. I just wait, especially if they win a ring. Can you imagine Mathurin in 3 years? The money this man's gonna get. Oh my God, it's gonna be disgusting. Anyways, I digress. It really doesn't do anything for their legacy short term. Maybe long term if they have better NBA careers. Who knows? They're still so young to where they've only been in the league for 5 or less years. Naismith's been in the league for 5 years. Everyone else has been in the league for 3 years. 3 and 3 years. So there's still so much more of their NBA careers to where if they win a ring now, they could go on and have a crazy successful NBA career. Might not be even Hall of Fame, but like people will look back and be like, damn, they were a key part in that NBA championship team that the Pacers won. So good for them. They could just carve out a role. The Trevor Arizas, okay? Corey Brewer. Like players like that to where it may seem grimy, yes, but they are some good ass role players that lasted in the NBA. And if winning a ring does that for these guys, good for them. I can totally see that happening with all 3 players. The last player we're going to talk about, come on, Mr. Pacer, Mr. Indiana, Indiana hoops, ethical hoops right here, man. Come on, TJ McConnell, if he wins a ring, we all want to see TJ McConnell win a ring, man. We all want to see TJ McConnell win a goddamn ring. That would be W. Like, think about it. TJ McConnell, he is so slept on. Like, honestly, as a backup point guard, bro, this man gets cookies for days. As a backup point guard, he does not get talked about enough. He's one of the better backup point guards, okay? It's crazy to say that because, I mean, then again, not many people are probably talking about the best backup point guards in the league. You know, they're probably talking about the big 3 or the big 4, you know, the most popular ones. But this guy's a little sneaky bastard, okay? If TJ McConnell wins a ring, it's like, I'm not going to say it's like a Ricky Rubio winning a ring. I think Rubio was better, obviously. But, like, it's just like, damn, this guy winning a goddamn ring, man. Good for him. Like, it's just a feel-good story where the Pacers are just a feel-good story if they win a ring. Not many legacies are getting changed. Like, obviously, nobody is going to be like, God damn it, TJ McConnell, this man is a top 50 point guard all time if he wins a ring. Like, obviously, that's not a thing. But it's just cool to see these long tenured players. You know, he survived the shitty Philly era. And he carved out a role on the Indiana Pacers, and he has stuck since 2019, 2020. Okay? This man, he deserves it. I don't care. TJ McConnell deserves a goddamn ring. Book that. Just because he's a hustle player, all hustle players deserve rings. He's putting his body on the line on the NBA court. Give him a goddamn ring, okay? He's a scrappy, he's a gym rat, if you get what I'm saying. TJ McConnell wins a ring. We are all proud of TJ McConnell. We are all proud of Dad TJ McConnell, all right? Like I said, the bench players, not much going on because they're just so young and they haven't really carved out roles for their future in the NBA. Like they could all, because they're just like, it's just very similar as to where if I would talk about the Timberwolves in the same sense, which I plan to do a video like this on every team in the conference finals. Like Naz Reid, 6th man of the year, crazy potential. Like he could be an all-star for multiple years if he went on his own team or a team that will utilize him more. Like, I don't really know if anyone on the Pacers bench, like Obi Toppin, he ain't gonna be an all-star ever. I'm sorry, he's just not. So a ring for these guys, it's just more of a feel-good story as to where the legacies of the top-end players and the top-end talent on the Pacers, narratives will be had if the Pacers win a ring. Narratives will be had about Halliburton, Siakam, even Turner. I hate to say it, but even Miles Turner, okay? And they're going to be some crazy-ass discourse. If you watched the entire video, man, thank you. I appreciate you. My 30-minute yap session about the Indiana Pacers. I don't think I've ever talked this much about the Indiana Pacers in a row in my life. I don't know if anyone besides Pacers fans have, okay? So if you liked the video, tell me what you liked about it. And thank you again for watching the entire thing. I will see you whenever the hell I post next. I'm bad at outros. Thanks for watching. Later.